Wrapping up the week on Tesla Shorts Time. Daily, episode 501. Patrick here in Vancouver. It's June 5th, 2026. Let's close out the week with today's Tesla news. Tesla ending free supercharging for new Model 3s on June 15th removes a key ownership perk just as buyers weigh total costs against rivals. Tesla expanded its unsupervised robotaxi operations to cover the full Austin metro area. This more than doubles the previous service zone. The change builds on limited testing that had been running in a smaller area. No details on fleet size or ride availability were released with the announcement. The expansion positions Tesla ahead of broader regulatory decisions on unsupervised operations. While robotaxi progress signals long-term autonomy bets, leadership changes are also reshaping how those projects get executed. Tesla AI Infrastructure VP Raj Jagannathan left the company after 13 years. He is moving to become CTO at Chronoscale. The departure follows internal focus on fleet utilization and expanding AI hardware needs across vehicle and robot programs. No replacement has been named yet. This shift in leadership comes as Tesla balances near-term product decisions with longer-term autonomy work. Leadership shifts coincide with near-term product incentive changes that also affect how customers value Tesla vehicles today. Tesla updated its configurator to show that the free supercharging incentive for Model 3 Premium and Performance variants will stop after June 15th. The change applies to new orders placed after that cutoff date. Buyers who order before June 15th still receive lifetime free access at superchargers. The move comes as Tesla adjusts incentives while Model Y updates continue rolling out. As incentives tighten, Tesla is simultaneously widening feature availability on existing models. The base Model Y rear-wheel drive and all-wheel drive trims now ship with the 16-inch center screen and black headliner. These were the versions formerly labeled Standard Range. The update narrows the visible differences between entry and premium models. Production changes appear to be rolling through current builds. These quick product tweaks reflect the same manufacturing flexibility that the first principle segment explores later. JP Morgan raised its Tesla rating to neutral and lifted the price target to $475. The upgrade cites robotaxi and Optimus potential as primary long-term drivers. It reverses the bank's prior bearish stance that had targeted significant downside. Analysts now see software and robotics as primary long-term drivers. The new target implies roughly 13% upside from recent levels. Analyst optimism on future software and robotics comes alongside fresh evidence of Tesla's global sales momentum. Tesla cumulative UK sales crossed 300,000 units, led by Model Y volume. The milestone reflects steady growth despite limited local production. Registrations continue to outpace most rivals in the premium EV segment. No specific quarterly breakdown was released with the announcement. Similar strength is appearing in other export markets, including a sharp rebound in Japan. Tesla Japan deliveries rose 182% year over year in May. Year-to-date growth reached 157%. Model Y accounted for the majority of the increase after earlier price adjustments. The surge follows earlier price adjustments and new inventory arrivals. Strong demand in Asia also shows up in South Korea, where Tesla holds the top imported EV spot for the fourth straight month. Tesla issued a recall covering 173 Cybertrucks due to a potential wheel detachment linked to rotor components. The issue was identified during internal quality checks before customer deliveries. Affected vehicles will receive inspections and replacements at service centers at no cost. No customer incidents have been reported so far. Quality focus at scale is one side of Tesla's production story. The other is how quickly the company can vary colors and features without new hardware. There is a challenge worth discussing with the Cybertruck recall. Tesla is recalling 173 early units after internal checks found a rotor component that could lead to wheel detachment. The affected vehicles will be inspected and repaired at service centers with no cost to owners. No customer reports of the issue have surfaced yet. The recall highlights ongoing quality control focus as production scales. This approach shows how Tesla can catch and address issues early through factory checks rather than waiting for field reports. Taking a step back from today's headlines, the sudden availability of Coastal Blue and the expanded 16-inch screen on base Model Y trims shows how quickly Tesla can alter visible product details without new hardware platforms. Most automakers treat color and interior trim changes as multi-year programs tied to major refreshes. Tesla's approach treats these elements as software configurable options that can appear in the configurator within weeks. The result is a manufacturing system that decouples styling variety from structural engineering cycles. This flexibility rests on the single shared body and interior architecture across trims. Adding a new paint or headliner color requires only supplier coordination and software updates rather than new tooling or assembly line rebalancing. The same logic applies to the screen size change now reaching the former standard range models. Once the larger display and its mounting are validated on higher trims, propagating it downward costs little marginal engineering effort. Data from earlier Model 3 and Y refreshes already demonstrated that such updates can be executed inside a single quarter. The practical implication is that Tesla can respond to regional taste shifts or competitive pressure with far lower fixed costs than rivals. Before we go, keep an eye on whether the robotaxi zone expansion leads to any new regulatory updates in the coming days. That's your Tesla news for today. TSLA closed at $410.83, down $7.62, 1.8%. If you found this useful, a rating or review on Apple Podcast or Spotify really helps new listeners find the show. You can also find us on X at Tesla Shorts Time. I'm Patrick in Vancouver. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you tomorrow. And before you go, this show is part of the NARA Network, a family of daily podcasts covering tech, science, markets, and more. If you enjoyed today's episode, give Models and Agents a listen, your daily briefing on AI models and agents. You can explore the whole lineup at neuranetwork.com. This episode used AI voice synthesis of my voice. Editorial selection and analysis are my own.